Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Mitchell. I'm Brittany Overton. Please get subscribe, subscribe to my channel. We'll get a notification. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Mitchell. I'm Brittany Overton. Please get subscribe, subscribe to my channel. We'll get a notification.
https://youtube.com/@BrittonWords1996 C equals if JPCVZFDCD6
As you can see, it's in Hall of Fame. My career, my league, my career mode with the Lakers. Like you tell by the title. Nigga, working in the season because Anthony Edwards said Timberwolf. Hold on. Put me in the first lineup, coach. What you doing? What, man? Why not starting? Put me a point guard. It got me. Corey got me. Got Austin Reed, Dalton Turner, Rudy much more. Alice. Yesterday I did our update their attributes for playing at home. We got faced Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert. Hold on, let me go on Anthony Edwards. Hold on. Flick that up again. Austin Reed's hold on. Yep, I original point guard. There we go. One more thing. 6-minute quarters. Let's get it.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA, and this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Let's go.
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies. See?
What? Not a prayer lock. See, I didn't save it. There we go. There we go. No. No, let's get it.
What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves.
That's all. It's not like that, bro.
McDaniels
Maybe be your fifth year, but you're not like that, bro.
And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. The Lakers with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
That should have went in.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan.
That's all.
Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats.
What the foul, though?
Intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Conley.
You're a vet, bro. Not like that, bro.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Gobert. And it's rejected. Edwards against Conley. Edwards,
let's go.
That's good.
2-2.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, Doris, if you're a Wolves fan, you really have to enjoy the present.
They would it.
56-26 last year, their second best record ever. A 3 seed in the West, also their second best ever. As long as they have the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, that team should be a factor in the West. Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic so pretty, so fluid.
Edwards against Edwards. Fade away. And he gets
it. Can't guard me, bro. Can't guard me, bro.
I love this approach.
Getting
him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
For 3.
Here's Edwards.
I need help here. Stay with it.
15 feet away. Count it. Good.
Fuck you, Ant.
Edwards has got 6.
Good four.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Edwards against Edwards. Hachimura with a screen on Edwards. Edwards, a pass to Hachimura. Good.
Let's go. 6-6.
You gotta have an ability to be agile in pick and rolls, and Hachimura showing as a roller, I'm a problem.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
First round rematch. Guess that's it.
And now
Get off my revenge. Personally, look at you.
Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their
Better
shot
bounce
block.
for the first round.
Number 5, the Timberwolves.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean,
Virtually,
their stellar
bro.
shot blocking last year accomplished
Oh, we're gonna
that
play
in
this
a
match
big
all night
time
long,
way.
buddy.
Conley passes to Edwards.
We're gonna win it, Ant. We're gonna win it, man.
And Edwards
Gotta
slams
block
it
there.
in.
8-6.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Edwards, a pass to Hachimura. Now here's Edwards from deep.
Gotta hit that.
And
And
count
one.
that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night. And that one drops. So
9-8.
now they lead by 1. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during
No
college.
threes.
And it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons. And
Got
added
you
some
boxed,
muscle.
Ant-Man.
Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Here's Edwards. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
I'll go with
You
it.
have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
Rudy, you're not like that, bro.
Edwards looking for an opening. And a
Hey.
foul called on the way up.
Hey, let's
So
get
he'll
right
take
back.
2 from the free throw line. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony
Or not.
Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but
Not that
beyond
much
that,
for
he's so
you.
skilled.
What do you do that
Three-level
for?
scorer,
Come Barkley.
versatile on the defensive end,
Hey, nothing
fearless
against him.
when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Let's go. 11-9 or 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me,
threes.
that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Conley passes to Randall.
That's all.
Yes, great play by
Oh,
Conley
my
to set
God.
it up.
Well,
I'm done
Julius
with.
Randle has put in time to grow his ability to make three-point shots. Nice delivery.
Edwards for 3. Drains the
Let's
triple.
go.
Edwards has got 9 points.
Good guard me.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
14, 12,
And you would
14,
expect
3, 3. Stay with it. Stay
nothing
with
less
it.
from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Stay with it.
Now here's Randall. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare
Cross the
himself
bridge,
as
put
the
foul it,
best
bro. Good Doncic.
player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Doncic is checked in for Reeves.
There
Tommy
is so
Doncic.
much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
Edwards for 3. Gets
Wow.
rebounded by Minnesota.
Bad shot.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shots blocked.
Tommy.
Sometimes teams are not afraid to take it straight at Hachimura. He sends it back on that
Oh,
opportunity.
1 so bad.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding
14.
playing career before going on to have such a successful career as
Oh,
a coach
2.
and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
Grab a
An
Castile.
all-time great. Okay, Shams, thank you. Oh,
Oh.
deflected. Has to connect. 3-pointer.
That's all.
Kicks it to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Len. And here's Edwards outside. Here's Lynn. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
You're fit to go
For
now.
Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And it's
Let's go. Go for it. 18-14. Let's go. Let's go.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Inside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. Now here's Edwards from deep three-point range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it
Good second quarter. Let's go.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's Los Angeles.
Okay, let's lead in the second quarter, so we're gonna have to have later. Let's go.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It's great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Connect is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Alex Lynn. And it's Doncic in at point. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo. No made baskets yet. Edwards with it. Hachimura covering. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And they're on the run. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right?
14.
Allie, thanks. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 6.
Hold on.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Fires, top of the key, and he gets the bucket.
2016.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Edwards against Edward.
Nope.
Now Edwards. He's got 13. Over Edwards. Edwards gets the bucket.
We're 15. Go to the Hall of Fame. Let's see what's not popping up.
$15 points. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams at crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot
The
of
cross one, because I need it. Let's go.
Number one, can you execute on
We don't, boy.
when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure
5 on 5.
understanding time and score? How to get a quality shot on every possession? How to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense?
Ant-Man, I got you blocked, bro.
So many things
Ant-Man.
that differentiate
I got you
between
blocked.
the good and the championship.
Clark is checked in for Ingles. For 3, DiVincenzo.
That's all.
Len pulls it in.
The D.
Len's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to
Crash
match
on
the other
that.
team's intensity right now.
Here's the 3.
That's all.
Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Edwards
What a
pulls
foul.
it in. Timberwolves trail by 6. On the wing, Alexander Walker.
That's all.
Another miss by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Edwards against Edwards. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Another big component of their early
my
games
God, that's selling.
points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Outside Conley. Reed a screen on Doncic. Conley passes to Alexander Walker. 5 to shoot. For 3.
Let's go.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Edwards with it. He's got 15. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Edwards. Over Edwards. They grab their own miss. Back to Doncic. Edwards against Edwards. Tries again. And Gobert with a block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Doncic. Back to Edwards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Edwards, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. And here's Connect outside. Sinks
Let's go. Let's go.
Basket on the night.
A go-to shot for Connect. He takes pride in burying these long-range missiles.
Now here's Gobert. Defense right on him. Here's Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
This guy is a pure poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Edwards. Banked it
Let's
in
go.
off the glass.
19. Let's go.
Edwards has got 19 points.
Let's go.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Reed. Back to Edwards. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Conley against Doncic. Hachimura from long range.
Let's go.
Los Angeles, another 3.
Just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA,
Hall of Fame.
the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
That's all.
Edwards can't hit.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
What's a foul?
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. 11-point game. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Here's Edwards.
Let's go. Play 421. Let's go.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Going into the
Los Angeles Lakers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And
hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic fantastic first half we witnessed for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Timberwolves, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Glad you could join us.
Look at third quarter. Let's get to the middle in the third quarter. Let's go.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll... take 2 free throws. That one on Doncic.
Mike has specialized over the years in being able to get defenders committed. Nicely done.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in, and it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And BA, you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty.
Gobert goes up and brings it down.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Down low. Tipped. Out to Hachimura. Puts it up. Some solid defense from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Conley. Here's the floater.
That's off.
And no good. Reeves with some nice D. The Lakers shooting an average of 43% to the floor. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. 5th on the list, Los Angeles.
Yeah, they were a fantastic passing team last year. It's part of the culture they're building. So many of their easy shots came at the end of a great assist.
And he's good on the second.
That's my first off. Hate one of his fucking free throws.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Conley looking for an opening. Tipped.
Grab it.
Hachimura against Randle. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Timberwolves trail by 14.
For 3.
Outside Edwards.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Feet away, and off the front iron, and it goes. Edwards got 18.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards.
Let's go. What a cut. What a 27.
You share the rock. He does this time and time again.
For 3.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Edwards. Over Edwards.
That's off.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Edwards. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Again,
let's go.
The Lakers score.
3-2-9. Let's go.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's
3.
putting it to you.
Conley passes to Gobert.
And there's just one foul now away from the
stop fouling.
Minnesota making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Let's go.
Here's Conley. Up top, Alexander Walker. Pass to Edwards. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Get that shit out of here, bro. Let's go. Let's 5-2-9. Let's go.
Up strong for the slam.
Let's hit it on his boys.
Scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Conley.
That's all.
The kick out to Edwards. 3-pointer. The triple hits for Edwards.
Right there.
Offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Edwards against Edwards. Edwards no good.
Foul.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 13.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Gobert with a screen on Hachimura to the middle. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
Well, there's a versatility that allows Julius Randle to play in pick and roll. Pretty pass to set up his teammate.
Edwards against Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about? Someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes. He welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
Conley passes to DiVincenzo. Now Randall. Outside Conley. And stolen by Reeves. Now the Lakers moving it up.
More for those.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals, really pressuring those ball handlers.
Clark is checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo, the pass to Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo against Reeves. Reed, a screen on Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by DiVincenzo. And that one good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Drives to the hoop. Randall pulls down the board.
Oh, down his head.
You try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And here's Clark for 3. Len pulls it in. Len's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Edwards.
No, that's not with him. Put him on 36. Let's go.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Reed sets a screen. For 3, Randall gets the 3 ball to go. Randall's got 6.
Boy, when we talk about guys taking that step, improving their game, Julius Randle, the example of this. He worked so hard on that jump shot.
Edwards can't hit.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Over Hachimura. And some nice defense there.
Let's go.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break up 12. They've been fantastic pushing the ball.
Quick to the full quarter. He's so good as done. Let's go.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Oh, whoa. Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
How about Anthony Edwards?
He's got baptized, bro.
Go ahead, Ant.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Edwards. Garza grabs a board. Timberwolves trail by 10. Clark with it. Picked up by Reeves.
That's all.
Clark, no good.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Edwards against Reed. It's Edwards with a drive. Lynn passes to Edwards. Driving in.
Let's go. The 3 for the one. Let's go.
Did you see that? Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel?
For 3.
What a tough VA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Connect's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards can't hit.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Outside Reed. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
3 for the 4.
Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Edwards. From the arc. Out to the right wing. From behind the arc. And he rebounds again. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot. He will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Conley's checked in for Garza.
You see the upside of a rookie like Dalton Connect. He's got a good build and dynamic offensive skill set. Some improvements around defense, and he'll be a solid addition to any lineup.
Conley against Reeves. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed, a screen on Edwards. Outside Reed, beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Edwards for 3. Counted.
Let's go.
Distance. Edwards has got 16 points here in the second half.
Shoot.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And coming off arguably the best season of his career, Dante DiVincenzo on the rise, Doris.
No question about it, BA, becoming one of the feared shooters in the game from 3-point distance. He's bounced around a little bit, but had his best season on both ends of the floor. This guy is a tough two-way player.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Over Edwards. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Big rebound on a night where they haven't exactly controlled the glass.
The rest of it hit that 3.
On the take, Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 29 points.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Out to Hachimura.
Hit that.
Target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 8. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Edwards. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Right wing. And here's Connect outside. Outside Reeves. Pass to Edwards. Here's Connect. keeps it alive.
Let's
He
go.
hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 8.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said to them, quote, "We've worked hard to come back. We have them on the ropes, but we have yet to land the knockout blow. We'll see if they can. Back to you."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Edwards looking it over. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
2 for 3.
And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Edwards for 3. Len pulls it in. Len's Los Angeles leading by 10.
Oh my God, missed that one.
Good work
Let's go.
there as it goes.
2 for 3.
Nice work in the painted area. Alex Len with the size and skill to do more of this.
For 3.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Hachimura from long range. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. The kick out to Conley. The 3. Hachimura with a rebound. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Lakers.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Champ.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And it's Randall with the jam.
That is an absolute dime from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
Here's Edwards. And Gobert with a block. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka. And Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. We got to keep going like that.
Victory tastes a little sweeter against an opponent like that. Thanks, Luka.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA.
What I'm doing, chasing my jump shot. That's what I'm doing. Might chase my free throw too. Scratch grab. Never face the Suns. We 1-0. The Suns 0-1. Oh. Let's get it.
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. Greetings, folks. Thanks for NBA fans. Early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA,
development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now you get to find out.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The Sharpshooters rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in LA for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you.
The threes.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
That's all.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We discussed Bradley Beal. The focus for them on the defensive end, Coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averaged 30 points a game in this league, the sign of a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Hold on, I missed that.
Hachimura against Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, BA. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Now here's Edwards, coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. Again, the miss by Edwards. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
I'll do the threes.
Booker against Edwards. Martin up top. Richards, the pass to Beal. Here's Booker.
The D.
Pulls it in.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Booker against Edwards. Gets it to drop.
Now 2-4.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Booker.
That's all.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
D.
They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball,
Let's go.
they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win. And that ultimately is all that matters.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And here's a team that loves sharing the ball. Top 5 in assists. They had an offense that did not stagnate.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. Now here's Beal. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Clippers over Reeves. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Hachimura finds Reeves. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
I'll tell you what, when Reeves is focused in, I mean,
tremendous.
For 3, Booker.
That's all.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Glenn's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hachimura. Pass to connect. The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
13-4. Let's go.
He was solid from range per the scouting report, but Connect can hit fairly consistently from out there.
Beal, the pass to Durant. Over Hachimura. That's good
They're
from Durant. On the
13-6.
assist by Beal.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Bradley Beal puts it in.
What's the foul at, ref?
Pass to Martin. Now here's Richards. Here's Durant. Hachimura covering. Durant against Hachimura. 4 on the clock. And rejected.
Important that Hachimura continues to make an impact on the defensive end. Terrific block right there.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. Allen comes in for Beal.
That's all.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Let's go. 15-6. Let's go.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all.
Oh my God, it's on it. Push 9.
Gets it to go.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Here's Edwards.
Let's go. Right back.
Are you kidding me?
13-9. Let's go. Let's
Can you
go.
say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Ooh, what a
3.
tough VA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub
Booker.
it in.
13-12.
Why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history.
Let's go.
Well, you can
13-12.
argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the
3.
Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by Los
How would you
Angeles.
help? What had
Nails
him?
it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Here's Edwards. Oh,
Thank
and he
you.
got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Grayson Allen.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are
Down
always better
15.
than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Phoenix making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Durant. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Dunn. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Booker. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy.
Good pull me right there. Let's go. 3-14. Let's go. For three.
Outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Beal against Reeves. Plumlee, a screen on Reeves. Beal from outside. He can't get it to go. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's Los Angeles.
Let's go.
They're up by 6. And we'll get things started. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns.
Well, so what?
Out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Jones in at the point. Now here's Beal. He's scoreless.
Let's go.
O'Neal on the wing from outside the arc. Len pulls it in. Len's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Edwards.
Let's go. 28-18. Let's go.
That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And keeping us updated from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Jones with the ball. Hachimura covering.
Let's go.
Beal's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out there.
18. Let's go.
Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. 5th, Phoenix.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
The floater. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Len's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Reeves. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good.
Second
basket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Up top, Booker. Guarded by Edwards.
Booker
with the jam.
20.
Oh, power it down, Devin.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Los Angeles. Shoots over Booker. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Now here's Plumlee. Defense is right there. Blocked! Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Phoenix making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second.
That's all.
Rebound by the Lakers.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Suns trail by 14. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Here's Beal. Len pulls it in. Len's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got a feel for him tonight.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Booker. Len pulls it in.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And they earned a spot in the top 10 for team blocks. They use their big men well to keep the paint locked up and not allow easy buckets.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. Allen comes in for Beal. Booker against Edwards. Three-pointer. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
The open shot by Edwards.
I missed that.
Again, the Lakers, no good. Suns trail by 11. Outside Booker. Over Edwards.
That's all.
Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Right there.
He started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Here's Edwards. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Towards
the end, they got into a flow and almost won it.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
And what a great first half he's had at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's been his best up there. He's got the confident stroke going today.
Richards is checked in for the Suns. Beal comes in for Allen.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Booker.
That's all.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Edwards. Excellent D there from Booker. Suns trail by 9. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it. Executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had
9 on 3.
So the consistency.
But he can make that.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
The Lakers with another miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Suns good for 2.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
Soft touch on the glass. Edwards got 12 now in this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in that first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Lakers.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Comes down to 1-2. Right now, they wanted more.
And that's a wrap on half.
What's good? Third quarter starter. Let's go.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for the Suns. 6-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Rui Hachimura is out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reed. Then there's Edwards. And it's Lynn in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Durant. He's off on that one. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Let's go.
Good look from Hachimura there, feeding the open man.
Here's Durant.
For 3.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Edwards can't hit.
Using his size to full advantage. He beats everyone to the ball.
Pass to Richards. Now here's Beal. Richards with a screen. And it's blocked. And he recovers it.
5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds.
Right through the D for the layup. Beal's got his first basket.
Such a tough guard. I mean, Beal mixing it up inside, coming out on top in that battle.
Here's Edwards. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean,
you
can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Durant surveying the D. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Rui Hachimura.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handle, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Edwards can't hit. Suns trail by 5. Into the third. 2 minutes in now.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
The Suns clear it. Richards has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Not him a 3.
Reeves against Beal. Pass to Durant. Richards with a screen. Durant, the pass to Richards. And there's the rejection.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge.
Let's go. Like 40. Okay.
You gotta appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Lakers, second. The Suns in fifth.
And the way both of these squads shot the ball last season was tremendous. Trusting in one another, following their offensive game plan, and executing with confidence.
Beal from outside. That one's good.
Why you help? I don't.
Booker's got his fourth assist in this one.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Edwards blocked. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Allen, he's checked in for Martin. So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Edwards over Booker. Durant pulls it in. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Booker fires from way outside. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got his 6th rebound on the night. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, BA. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
And he lobs it up top. Lynn can't hit.
You don't see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Booker, the pass to Richards. Beal with it. Six to shoot. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter.
Reeves locking down his man. That's excellent defense. You love to see that.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Suns trail by 7. Durant, the pass to Beal.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually, he's money from deep.
Down low. Here's Durant. Rebound by the Lakers. 1:03 left in the third. Can't get it to fall. Suns trail by 5. Allen attacking. Pass to Jones. Allen with a screen on Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Jones. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Los Angeles leading by 5. Edwards, a pass to Lynn.
Beautiful feed leads to
a monster jam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Durant against Vanderbilt. Outside Durant. Vanderbilt with the block. All the prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Well, it's been an exciting game for the offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's Los Angeles up 7. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Grayson Allen. Royce O'Neal is out there with Cody Martin. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Booker in at the point guard position. And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Booker.
For 3.
Martin outside. Back to Booker. Pass to Plumlee. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Allen.
That's all.
Reeves with some nice D. The Lakers lead by 9. Outside Vanderbilt. Edwards, a pass to Vanderbilt. And the Lakers get it back. And here's Connect outside. Connect downtown.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Martin. Now here's Allen. He's covered by Reeves. Out to the right wing. Martin outside. Reeves against Allen. Puts up a deep 3.
That's all.
And it's Connect with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance.
But now 44.
Done. He's checked in for Phoenix.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The Lakers lead by 14.
Let's go.
Slams it
6.45.
That's a high IQ pass by Reeves. He sets up the guy who's most open.
For 3.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Booker. To stop the run with the drive. Deflected. Reeves against Allen. Reeves, the pass to Edwards. Here's Lynn.
Go hit that Lynn. Virtually, you gotta hit that.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Booker. Lets it fly from 18. That one goes.
A silky mid-range jumper by Booker. Attacking without any hesitation.
Out left to the wing. Here's Vanderbilt. Phoenix grabs the miss.
They get this rebound, but they haven't been able to keep up on the boards.
Go hit that,
Look at the game is as close as it is.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
Reeves against Allen. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Vanderbilt with the block. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Richards is checked in for O'Neal. Kevin Durant comes in for Dunn. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Allen. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Booker. Outside Vanderbilt. Up top Edwards. Defended by Jones. Back to Vanderbilt. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 14. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First free throw is good. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. So he gets them both.
6-9-41.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Tries to connect. Jacks up a three. Knocks it
Let's
down
go.
from distance.
Let's go for 9.
And the Lakers
Game.
lead by 15.
That's a great job setting up Connect. Put him in a position to succeed, and that's key for a young player.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
A 3.
Suns trail by 15. And Booker puts up a deep three. Pure from three-point range.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
They get it again. Controls the
Let's go.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with
3.
him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Beal against Reeves. It's tipped.
The D.
Booker against Edwards. And the layup
Let's go.
falls.
52.
Edwards got 46.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Hits a three-pointer.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
The Lakers lead by 13. Here's Edwards. And Durant with the block.
Fast shot.
And Beal launches from deep.
No way.
Rebound, the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Yep, that
Let's
one
go.
goes.
26
Edwards has got 48.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here.
A
Time to
3.
just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Lakers.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Champ.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smell blood and went
3.
Jones, the pass to Allen. Puts up a 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
For the 1.
And the three-pointer goes.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And Allen gets it to go.
Let's go. 26-7.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA. Brought
Oh, no, they're working on my shot. Bro. And they go for the Kings. We're 2-0. The Kings 0-1. King Ellis, Zach Levine, DeMar Rose, King Murray, DeMar Sabonis. Let's get it.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the time. Welcome to 2K Sports. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And, Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much in progress.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento.
The
post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Murray gets to DeRozan. Knocked loose. Stolen by Reeves.
All the way.
Here's connect.
That's cool.
Connect. Slams it in.
Rising up. Dalton connect.
The 3.
And here's Levine. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. The wide open look here for DeRozan.
On that shooter.
With the assist.
4-3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Let's go. 7-3.
Edwards got his second bucket tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The D. Grab it.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for
this game. Rudy. They're on me, Rudy.
The Kings have had
Not 3.
for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
Not 3.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Now here's Levine.
That's off.
And good. Got the
On it.
bounce off the right side of the rim.
DeRozan's
got 5.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
Let's go. 12-5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's
3.
delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Ellis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare.
Let's go. 14-6. Let's go. Let's go.
For Rui, that guy was wide open, so that's an easy delivery.
Nice job capturing the moments
A
on
three.
the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ellis outside. Back to DeRozan. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Reeves. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball.
Bruh.
The Kings trail by 8.
I thought I missed that.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does.
No.
It's hauled in by Edwards. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
Oh, it's
Yes,
that
that
was
goes in.
16-6.
12 points for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Suns. Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. And in that game, it was just not there for him.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ellis.
With 3.
And so here's Sacramento, trailing by 10. Monk against Edwards. Monk right side. Pocket 6. And then
Let's not go for the block. 15-8.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that,
Let's go. 19-8.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Oh no, it's 4 seconds forward. The 3.
They get a hand on it outside Levine.
That's off.
Misses
The
the
D.
3. Lakers leading by 11. From 7. And it's
Let's go.
connect.
21-8.
That time on the assist from Edwards.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm.
The 3.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Monk. Beyond the arc. Hachimura grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points.
Let's go. 3. Let's go.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially
The 3.
on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now here's Levine. He has yet to score. To halt the run.
Let's go.
And
The D.
rebounded by Connect. Edwards inside.
Let's go. 25-8.
Defending.
Offensively,
Let's go.
defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On its way from DeRozan for 2.
The D.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the
Let's go.
ability to knock
Let's
that
8.
kind of shot down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
The 3.
Edwards against Carter. Pass to Monk. 27 seconds left to play here in the first. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Rejected by
The D.
Len.
Well, putting the wingspan to
All the way.
great use, Len throws that one away.
And
Let's
a
go.
shot
298.
for 10. Connects. Got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Wiles. He's covered by Hachimura. Pass to Wiles. Inside. Can they get it? Edwards with the block.
Beat it.
And
Going
so
for
it's Los
order.
Angeles sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting.
Subscribe.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court right now for the Kings. Fultz is out there with Monk. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward. Puts it up from 17. And a big bounce off the rim. But sinks right in. Sabonis has got his first basket.
There's some stretch four ability shown off there by Sabonis.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the
Let's
play
go.
they overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
That's
the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. They play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it.
Thanks,
DA. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Lyles no good. Los Angeles leading by 23. And guys,
let's go.
I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Domantas Sabonis. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 19 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Miles a screen on Reeves. Monk. And
The
that'll
foul.
be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Monk usually solid here.
The Kings have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Hey, Brent, you spent a bunch of your career as a scoring guard off the bench. A lot like Malik Monk.
Well, not quite like Malik Monk, but this guy has been unbelievable. The way that he changes the pace of the game with scoring. It reminds me of a younger version of Jamal Crawford, who obviously won 3 Six-Man of the Year titles. This guy is so explosive and so confident. He has leaned into the role of being a difference maker as a 6-man. So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Let's go. 4-12. Let's go.
Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
Let's go. For 3.
Kings have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Screen by Sabonis.
Let's go.
Levine's shot is off.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time.
4-2-12. Let's go.
One hand slam just looks so pretty
when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed.
The
He
three.
is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Monk kicks to Sabonis. Can they get it? The shot by Monk is no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Got wait. Let's go. 24-12.
This has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense
24-12.
and
The
really
three.
scoring effectively from the paint.
Levine passes to Lyles. Back to Levine. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Lakers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Pass to Hachimura.
Let's go. What's on 12?
Hachimura's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second.
For 3.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's all.
No one around him.
Get
and
on
they
it.
wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
What's on 15?
I'll tell you what, Monk wasting no time getting those 3 points back.
Edwards passes to Reeves. And
Let's go.
Los Angeles with the triple.
50-15.
The assist totals, Kevin, just
For 3.
continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Edwards with the block. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Murray's checked in for Trey Lyles. And it's DeRozan in for Monk. DeRozan finds Levine. Driving in. Len with the block.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use
Let's go.
just a
Let's
little
go.
bit of help.
50-15. Let's go.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
For
The
3.
game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Kings moving the ball around. Tipped away. It's stolen by Edwards.
Let's go. 24-15. Let's go.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be
For
making
3.
an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
DeRozan surveying
Still
the D.
Reeves.
Reeves into the lane.
For dope.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And Reeves
For
drops them
6-15.
both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside DeRozan. Looking to end the run. A putback. And
That's
staying
right,
with
Dad.
the play, Sabonis. Sabonis has got his second bucket.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity
Going
as
into
the
court.
ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime Diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away.
Look at
And that about wraps it up.
Let's go.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Len, Austin Reeves out there with Edwards. Then it's Connect.
Let's go. Today's 13. Let's go.
That's the Laker 5.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The 3.
And so here's Sacramento. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
Here's Edwards. And the
Let's go. On the fadeaway, very good.
Edwards got 35.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out.
A 3.
He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Sabonis' screen on Reeves. Levine can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Edwards inside, working on Ellis.
Let's go.
It's good.
15-19. Let's go.
37 points for Champ.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Outside, Levine. Back to Ellis. To the inside. Here's DeRozan. Oh, it's blocked.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Let's go. 6.19.
Let's check in with David Aldridge.
The 3.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belonged. Goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, they're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank
you. Let's go. 6-19. Let's go.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pass to Ellis. Sabonis against Len. Now DeRozan. Will it go?
That's all.
Good on the triple.
On it.
DeRozan's got his third basket of the night.
And the accelerated release from DeRozan gave him the upper hand there.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface.
Let's go.
The way Sabonis
Let's go.
his shots and controls the glass. Dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Murray outside. Outside DeRozan. Fires it up.
That's all.
DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here.
Let's go. 22.
Everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Ellis. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 8 rebounds in this game. Ellis against Edwards. Over Ellis.
First goal. 22.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Murray outside. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Here's Ellis.
No way.
Gets some rim on the way
right there.
and the bucket's good.
And a great job keeping his eyes up. Murray will be dangerous if he can become a consistent facilitator.
Edwards against Ellis. The fadeaway.
Let's go. 24.
And boy, he's really in
a
groove.
That double.
Last game, same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's DeRozan.
That's off.
And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Let's go.
He's good on the 3-ball.
24.
Shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Kings. Pass to Sabonis. Murray outside. And here's Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Reeves gets the bucket.
Really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Reeves against Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. To end the run.
That's off.
And so it's
with a huge
lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching him today. I'll look at the field goal percentage. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Kings. Lyles out there with Levine. That's
my layup.
Valanciunas in at the 5.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Monk finds Ellis. Back to Monk. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens? For instance, in mid-season.
Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I mean, they've been stepping up in terms of their shooting from distance. And the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
The three-pointers off the mark. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shot to stop the run. Sacramento again missing.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Connect with a wide open look.
Let's go. Keep on working. 92-4. Let's go.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Ellis against Edwards. Monk outside. Files a screen on Reed. Monk's shot's good.
And that's the shot Monk is looking for, and he drills it.
92-7.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. And the layup is good. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets
from inside.
Monk outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Monk.
That's all.
Offline with his three. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Len dishes to Edwards. Pass to Hachimura. Edwards kicks to Hachimura. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's 5:27. That's 5
since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Levine passes to Lyles. Levine sets the screen for Lyles.
Levine
to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Ellis against Edwards. Into the lane.
Let's go.
Got it again.
Nice. Let's go.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
For three.
Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Valanciunas.
Grab it.
And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
Valanciunas fancy with the ball work down there to draw the foul.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots
for
the three. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Alvin Connect picks one up.
And DeRozan has mastered the art of the pump fake. He's been doing it for years, and people still buying it.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area.
Let's go. 102-30. Let's go. The game.
Footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Champ.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
It's blocked, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And Zoelis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Down low. And it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Up top, Edwards. He's guarded.
Let's go. On to 32.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Champ.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game, and to have that.